Hello, dear ones. It's Maria with you, Maria from the Awakening Path. And today you're going to talk about this secret. Remember the secret book? Why the secret doesn't work for some people. We're going to talk about that. Let me go to my presentation. Give me a moment. Show my screen to you. Oops. Make the secret work for you. The secret is, if you think that the secret has a lot to do with the law of attraction, there are the teachings of Abraham Hicks, you are in the right track. But it's also very well connected with the map of consciousness of Dr. David Hawkins. I'm going to explain it to you step by step. What are the steps of the secret? First, you choose what you want and then you ask. You need to ask the universe. Let's say, I want the perfect job. And then, there is any rules or restriction for you to get what you want? Not exactly, but there is two things that you need to consider. For example, you need to consider to ask for something that's for the highest good of all concerns, for the highest and greatest good. That's mean whatever you are asking should not harm yourself or anybody else. Because if it will harm, there is a great chance that you're not gonna get what you want. Another restriction is this in alignment with my life's purpose? Let's say that you wanted to win $100 billion. But you, in your incarnational plan, you set up some experience that you wanna have in order to learn some lessons. But to win that $100 billion will take you away the opportunity to learn those lessons, to live those experiences and learn those lessons. So most likely you'll get less than $100 billion. But besides that, the sky is the limit. There is no limit. You can really ask for anything you want. And then what you need to do next, you need to send out the vibration like if you already have. Let me explain about creation works, how the law of attraction works. Everything that you think for at least 17 seconds has an emotion associated with. That emotion, each emotion has a vibration. And each vibration has a frequency. Vibration is how many times it's vibrating a second. I'm going to show you the frequency chart in a little bit. So what you want to do is daydream about what you want as much as you can. Because the universe doesn't know if, for example, you want the perfect job. And then you imagine yourself going happy, getting dressed happily to go to work because you're getting that to the perfect job, to the job that you feel good about doing what you do. You imagine driving your car excited because you're going to get to work. It's kind of tricky, but you can do it because it's only depend on your own thoughts, your own imagination, that there is nobody else managing your thoughts. And then you imagine everything good associated with the job, like if it's already happening. That's called daydreaming. Much more time you spend by doing that, more time you'll be sending the frequency, that vibration, to the universe. What happens when it gets to a certain amount? It comes back to you. It manifests in the physical. Okay, so you choose what you want. You just make sure you won't harm yourself or harm others. You don't need to worry too much if it's your life's purpose or not, because most of us doesn't know what's our life's purpose. So just ask and let the universe figure it out. And the third part is to receive. But to receive, you need to allow yourself to receive. You need to get in alignment with the vibration of your request. Remember the perfect job? That perfect job is vibrating between 300 and 500. I'm going to explain what those numbers are. But if you, let's say you daydream like for 40 minutes a day, and then you are sending that vibration of 300, 500 to the universe, and with that intention of the perfect job, your perfect job is already created there. Now you have to allow it. But you spend 40 minutes daydreaming about your perfect job. What do you do with the rest of the time you are awake? Okay, let's see what is blocking you from receive your request, the answer for your request. You need to ask yourself, am I a vibrational match for what I ask for? I already talked about that. And then, is that a belief, a false belief that is contrary to for me to receive that what I want? Let me explain that a little bit more. Let's say you want $100 billion, but you have a belief that money doesn't grow in trees. Let's see, maybe you lived in scarcity, or you have your parents didn't have much money, and they'll grow up just listen that we don't have enough money doesn't grow in tree, you have to work hard to get money, not everybody gonna be rich, and things like that. So that's your belief. In the worst case, you resent everybody that has money. So there is a strong belief about you. Allow that money to come to your life. So let's see what we can do to allow ourselves to the vibrational frequency of receive our requests. So many, I would say all, I would believe almost all of the requests that people ask is vibrating here, has a high vibration. Is vibrating between 200 courage and 700 and 1000. But I would say between 200 and 600. So that's the vibrational frequency of your request. And if you, most of the time, let's round it for 1 hour. During 1 hour a day, doesn't need to be consecutive, but breaking out, you are able to send this vibration with the intention of get your $100 billion. So it's there. The universe won't hold from you. He wants to give it to you. But the other, let's say 15 hours, you will sleep. Luckily, we sleep 8 hours a day. When you are sleeping, you are not sending that signal, that vibrational signal. So it's like a reset. But the rest of the time that you are awake, let's say 15 hours, you are ruminating, you are feeding thoughts based on pride, anger, desire, fear, especially fear, grief, apathy, guilt, shame, and destruction. So what is gonna happen? During this time, you are able to hold the vibration. but your overall vibration is not in here, because just do the math. 1 hour against 15 hours. Where you are, which vibration you are. Are you the vibrational match to receive, to allow the universe to deliver what's already yours? What would be holding you from rise your vibration from these patterns of low vibration thoughts and beliefs? It can be traumas, even traumas that you know, and many that you don't know, and any type of negative emotion. The way to overcome that, those are really hard, because you can turn away from them. You try to not to pay attention to them, but they are there. They will come back to you in form of anxiety, depression. They will be chasing you. So the only way for you to really rise your vibration for good is to release them. There are many ways to release traumas and negative emotions. Your thoughts and intentions is very, very powerful. You can do that just with your thoughts and intention. I created a video where I explain about how identify your traumas and negative emotions, and I also create another video meditation on how to release that. Or you can look for a help of a professional. I would say that rake is one modality that's really helped to release trauma. Also hypnosis and past life regression. Should have others, but those are the ones that I know. Also resentment. If you hold resentment, it's always come back to you. Everything that you remember, that thing that you resent, the feeling will come, the emotion will come. So you are held there. You want to be able to bypass, to cover, to cross that line to the 200 and up. And the only way to release resentment is to forgive. And the beauty of forgive, you don't need to confront the other people or situation. Just by you to forgive in your mind, it's already enough. Many times it's really hard. You can just do like a mantra, for example. John, I forgive you, I release you to the Holy Spirit. Every time the thought comes in your mind, no, I'm not feeding that thought. John, I forgive you, I release you to the Holy Spirit. That's really work. I already used that and it really works. And John doesn't even need to know. Because when you forgive, you free your mind from that pattern, from that negative emotion that's over here. Another thing is contrary beliefs, false beliefs. We have been programmed to believe in a lot of things that are not true. Do you know what fear means? False evidence appearing real. It's not there. I'm not talking about that fear when you are in front of a lion. That fear is the good fear. That's the instinct of survival. That's the fear that we need. All the others are not. But your brain, your body doesn't know if it's the real threat to your life or if just a fear of something that may never even happen. It will produce the adrenaline and cause you all sorts of problems and diseases. So a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking all the time, that you always think. The television is a good source of creative beliefs, and your parents, culture, and everything. And many of those beliefs are not really good for us, doesn't serve us. How you get rid of those beliefs? Well, I know two ways. One way, you just ask for Jesus, Archangel Michael, Buddha, whatever you are familiar with, whatever, whoever you are friends with. Say, Jesus, take away from me all thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve me. If you know specifically which one is, just say, take away from me that thought that we need to work hard for money from my mind, because that doesn't serve me anymore. You can be specific. And another way you can do in the hard way, the brain thing, you can, since a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking, and you know that thought is not good for you, so think the opposite of that. And don't think just one time. Keep thinking. Every time that comes to your mind, oh, money doesn't go in three. And then you replace by, oh, money flows easily through my life. I'm very good in attracting money. Create a mantra that works for you, and every time that thought comes to your mind, you replace with that. I guarantee you. It may take time, depending on how deep is your program, but it will work. So another way, and then you say, oh, but that's really hard. I cannot really just get what I want without to have to rise my vibration to the good places over here. But how about those people that already are born rich, they have money all the time, and they are really bad? They are somewhere over here. How come they have money? They have money, but because somehow they chose to come in that situation. But money not necessarily is a sign of peace, joy, and love. Maybe they are desiring other things that they don't have, and that's why they are kept here. Maybe they feel the loss of fear, so they are here always for some reason. Well, I hope that really helps. And another way to really rise your vibration, I showed that book, Ask and It's Given. That book was written by Abraham Hicks, and it has 22 processes that will help you identify where you are vibrationally and rise your vibration step by step, always looking for the best next feeling thought. And you can always get to the place you want to be from the place you are. You don't need anything external to happen for you to move in the direction that you want to get. You just need to do one step at a time, the best step possible. So that book of Abraham Hicks has that process, and many people that has been following those process are having success. So I think it's worth to try. So that's it for today. Much love and light to you, and please consider sharing and subscribing